The Dark Heart of Uukrul. Is that how that is pronounced? Uukrul. Now, I had never heard of this game until yesterday. Hello there, Sakura. Dungeon Call. I didn't write it wrong, right? Okay. I had not heard of this game until yesterday. This looks like one of those labors of love kind of games. This is originally from 1989, released on the Apple II. I'm gonna be playing the DOS version, just because it's easier to get it running, I guess. It was released afterwards on the following year. This was mostly 2 people making this game, and like it's as far as I could tell, it's the only game they made. Which speaks to the, labor of love kind of thing. Now, I'm not playing this game entirely at random. The reason I'm playing this game is because one of my viewers, Sunfall, like last year, Sunfall was one of the people who donated to Save and Raid on my account, on my behalf, to get me to play a game. And if I'm not mistaken, Sunfall got me to play Ultima Underworld, which was a lot of fun. I still have my notes and a few maps. Although the game has map making, but I might have had to manually map something in there, because I'm pretty sure I have some drawings in there. Anyway, now this year's Save and Raid is a bit more complicated. It's currently postponed until further notice. And Sunfall still wanted to donate to choose for me to play a game, and he asked me if he could. I said, sure, I'll never turn down a donation to a charity. And so he did. I'm gonna briefly bring it up here. He asked if I had anything specific that any charity that I would like, that I would prefer that he donate to. Now, there are a lot of causes that I care about, and but I decided to just say, I'll take your judgment. Like I'll trust your judgment. So he did some research. Neon Arcade just went live with Illusion City. Nice. I'm pretty sure I have that on my favorites. Neon Arcade, it's right here. I'll leave it here. Yeah, I'll leave it here to remind me to check it later. Maybe I can raid him, depending. But Sunfall did his research. He decided to donate to this charity on my behalf. Woodwell Climate Research Center. They work with climate research and they do some stuff in Brazil. I actually found this photo with some natives from my country. I recognize the stuff that's written on the boards, and there's a cup down here, whatever. So yeah, I am honored that Sunfall was interested enough in me playing something that he would donate to a charity on my behalf, and of course I'm gonna honor his request. Because we do our own silliness over here. We have fun playing some old games and stuff, and the fact that every now and again we can kind of have a positive effect elsewhere because of our silly having fun times, that's a very good thing. It makes me feel very warm that I can at least indirectly help something somewhere, I guess. You guys know that I can be pretty... I don't know what the word is, but I have mostly given up on the world, but I fully support people who haven't. So yeah, will you play a game in exchange for a donation to a charity? Sure. Which is why we are here. What else can I say about this game? Not much. I like to go in blind. The game has no sound or music whatsoever, so we'll be playing playlist that I prepared on the background, so we're not in dead silence. Hello there, Sunfall. Welcoming my friend. I was just talking about your donation and your charity. Thank you once again for your generosity. And the game, like, I checked just the initial menus. I didn't even get into the game itself, but it already reminds me a lot of Might and Magic, because you create a party and then you depart with it. And like you have like these keyboard driven menus, which is kind of the stuff that I enjoy in a way. Can't remember if you can. You can. Ah yes. I should have mentioned that. I'm gonna post that on Discord. Give me a moment. I'll post on Discord that if people want to have their names in here, they can join. Hello there, McCall. I think you played this a bit once, was kind of cool. Cover art is pretty out of control. It is. And there is one thing that the cover art kind of tries to convey to you that I find very fascinating in a way. Because like I've played plenty of dungeon crawlers or RPGs in general where you build up a party. This one is strict in the sense that it has already decided what 4 classes you're going to bring. You can customize the characters, I don't know exactly how, you can name them. Because again, I like to go into these games blind. But the classes are fixed in stone, the exact 4 classes you're gonna bring. And it looks very good, like I feel like I'm gonna... It's the kind of game that I enjoy. It has auto mapping, which is a plus. I don't know if Sunfall is aware, he probably is, that I refuse to play dungeon crawlers that don't have auto mapping because I can't be bothered to draw a map for every single dungeon. But this game has auto mapping, which is praised 5489. We're playing the version from 1990, but I'm gonna assume it's the exact same. Beast Boy says Sakura wants to be a character. Nice, yeah, no, Sunfall is gonna be the mage, Sakura is gonna be whoever Sakura wants to be, and if 2 more people show up, I'll put their names in if they want. But let's look at the back of the box. Where is it? Here, it should be here. By the way, you see that gigantic Y? Mapping stops if you're playing like hundreds of dungeon crawlers. Yeah, are in the mood. Yeah, the only reason I got around to playing Might and Magic 1, which is an amazing game for my tastes, is because there are modern auto mapper tools that you can run next to the game just to draw the map for you. Why not? Yeah, no, that gigantic Y is just to be you. It's just to be fancy, which of course I approve of. You 4, a warrior, a magician, a priest, and a paladin. You tiny band of 4 must somehow vanquish the evil Uukrul, for he and his depraved followers hold the once lovely city of Ariosthe in Dark Dominion. And until he is destroyed, the entire land lies helplessly at his mercy. More than merely vicious, Uukrul is literally heartless. Oh, literally. No, that's amazing. To free his body from the material plane, he has actually detached his soul and hidden his heart deep in the mountain city's maze-like passages. But where is his heart? And how is it protected? Also, that's kind of like a phylactery from a lich. What are the heart-shaped keys that lie hidden in the far reaches of Ariosthe? And how can you defeat him when you at last capture his dark heart? I don't know, game. I just got here. Oh, look at the... It's the heart! Oh man, that's so fucking metal, I love it. You still don't know what's a paladin. It's what you get when you complain too much, you get a paladin. Paladin, yeah. I approve, like, I said before that I don't like mages in general. I approve of paladins. They're like just barbarians that start with plate armor. And sure, they can look at skeletons and make them cover or whatever. Whatever. I think paladins are usually okay. Depends on the setting. Some settings have holier than thou paladins. They're just too fucking annoying. I like how the paladins history works in World of Warcraft, where there were priests, but then shit happened and they realized they had to take on weapons, so they became paladins because they had to wear plate. That's very good. That's the story. That's pretty good. One might even think you chose this game specifically to feed my broadly known tastes, plus your desire to see it played. Yeah, you do that. You do that sometimes. In your quest, you'll be armed with magic, prayers, spells, and weapons, but you'll need courage and quick wits as well. For you'll be challenged at every step of the way by baffling puzzles and packs of savage monsters until finally you must face Uukrul himself. Now, Brotherhood, I can't see Brotherhood without thinking of Prince of Persia. That's the first thing I immediately think of, like they published that as well. But okay, I have the manual here. For you, it's Load Runner. Fair. Fair. Where is my Uukrul thing here? Let me... Can I open everything here? Thank you. So, I have a manual. Can I... I'm gonna get another song. This is not good. I have to take those Zelda songs out of here. I'm annoyed with them already. So, here, let me... Like that, and then I can do like this. Right, so this is the manual. And this is the copy protection. You can barely see anything because it was printed black on dark red, so photocopiers couldn't capture it properly. It would just come out as like gray-black shit instead. Do not lose the Dark Heart of Uukrul, soul amulets, important, do not lose or throw away. When your party enters the sanctuary for the first time, you will be asked to identify the name of the ancients. The name can be found correctly interpreting the runic characters engraved on the 4 soul amulets. Refer to the player's guide for proper instructions on using the soul amulets, and these are the other 2 pages. Now, I don't know if the version I have has the copy protection patched out or not, but we have these. The problem with mapping is that I've said this before, like, Might and Magic works for mapping because every map has exactly, I think it's 16 by 16 tiles, or something like that. And there is a spell to detect exactly your current coordinates on the current map. So you don't have to guess if you're at the bottom or the left, you don't run out of space, you know exactly. I'm pretty sure the manual comes with all the maps for you to fill in. So that's very civilized. That's like a game that if you read the manual and you know how the maps work, that game would reward you profusely for mapping properly. But it would still be a lot of work. Play around with Excel to map a lot. Mapping around... No, mapping around it has to be done with pen and paper. I mean, I'm glad you can do that, and there is software for that. There's plenty of mapping software out there, but it has to be done on graph paper. Always lose your place when combat starts. You know what I saw Bilbo do? He has like a tiny token the size of a square. Whenever he goes into combat, he just drops the token where he was, and then he picks up from there. Also, if I were to do mapping on a game like this on streaming, I would have to like have a secondary camera pointing to the map, otherwise you guys can't follow. Vim style key bindings. I tried to learn that. I have to try again someday. Every dungeon crawler should have coordinates built in. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Might and Magic has a spell for coordinates and another spell to work as a compass. It doesn't show on screen, which is kind of annoying. Hello there, we'll see you later. We used to draw so many maps, I had to connect more pages going. Yeah. I drew a lot of maps when I was younger playing through Phantasy Star on the Master System. Old man eyes, old man hands. starting to have that problem too. Alright, and here we have the menu. I'm gonna take just a cursory glance. See if there's anything here. But yeah, this is like mostly these two guys, Ian Boswell and Martin Bois. Mostly these two people. The Digital Studios only made this one game. Showing the map as I play the game. No, this game has auto mapping. I'm not mapping it by hand. You enter the throne room of the Western Council. I think I might need to read this because I don't think the game itself will tell the story. Some streamers also like to take notes for pointing big adventure puzzles. I know notes. Notes, yes. Notes I have. This is all notes from previous games and then on the other side as well. Like I usually when I do 2 games a week, I go in one direction for a game and the other direction for the other game. And I have maps here. I had to show maps the other day on stream. Man, I still have them. I have the maps too. Can I show this somehow? Does the camera... Nah, fucking camera, man. Swear to God. Hang on. I have to show this though. Where is it? Here? Yeah, look at... You guys know what this is. These are the maps for Hair-Brained Adventure with Bugs Bunny. That game was amazing. I really liked it. I'm sure no one else would ever give a shit about that game, but God, I loved it and I mapped everything. Insanely rare. It is 89. Like when I saw it was 89 and it was a dungeon crawler, I was like, ah shit, is somehow gonna have me play a game where I have to draw a map. But it does, and I'm very surprised. It's very rare. The original Might and Magic doesn't, but the original Might and Magic is 86, if I'm not mistaken. And last played in Miss, he just took screenshots of everything. That's cheating. No, I'm kidding, it's not. I beat 2 Epic Games in 1 week. I did, I finished Illusion City. What the fuck? If it wasn't a long-form RPG, that would be a very macaw game. With the cinematics on the MSX and the music. The music is so good. And the pixel art and all the variety in enemies. You literally play with a character that the name translates to Heaven Man. So good. And then we finished Emerald Dragon before that, which was another freaking amazing adventure. But we got very good games this week. Yeah, this was on the Apple II 89 and then on DOS for 90. Illusion City runs on the ZAC 3 engine without action combat. Yeah, it suffers from the scrolling. It was the only problem with the game was the scrolling. Lack of hardware scrolling kind of hurts that game. Like some bosses have very severe slowdown to the point where it messes with the menu inputs and I miss turns trying to run away from the boss on accident. You enter the throne room of the Western Council. Alarius himself, leader of the council, probably the most powerful figure in the Western lands, comes down from the podium to greet you and tell you why you have been chosen from all of the new entrants to the council's training guild. Alarius bids you to sit at the seats provided for you, and you are held spellbound by his voice and the power of his green eyes. You are the most promising of all the aspirants, but none of you has any training in your arts. This is why you have been summoned, because you're shit. Your fate is to become great beyond the skills and abilities of the council to teach. But your fate is also to walk closer to the darkness than any from the guilds have walked before. We would ask you to walk into Ariosthed itself. Ilari's voice seems humble when he speaks of your power, as though he were in awe of what fate awaits you. Ariosthed, as you know, was the greatest city ever constructed. Built hundreds of years ago underneath and spanning the Kalern Mountains, it was once the jewel in the crown of the Western lands. But that is now part of the faded past. Ariosthed has lain abandoned for many decades now since the flight of the Ancients. What you may not know is that the evil that defeated the Ancients has grown incredibly powerful and now seeks to poison the Western lands. That evil is contained in the devilry of one man, once the Ancients himself, Uukrul. Hilarious pauses watching your faces. You realize that the whispered rumors of trouble in the east were truer than any believed. If Uukrul, whom all presumed dead, were to strike the west, the suffering and destruction would be great, if not total. You're guessing the PC 98 version fixes a lot of the MSX slowdown? Probably. Oh, it would still have bad scrolling, but it would go by a lot faster. That game is the MSX version, which is the first one. It has options for walking speed and combat speed. They don't do anything. The game is slow. You can increase the speed, you'll still stutter anyway. It's insane. I played the MSX version not because it was the original necessarily, but because it was the one that got a fan translation. Very good fan translation. We had no issues with it. Uukrul must be stopped now. We cannot afford to allow his plans to mature. 18 months ago, we sent a party of powerful counselors against the evil. None have returned. Leading that party was Mara, who guided the council for many years before she took up this burden. Hilarious is silent for a moment, and then looks at you with renewed spirit. Our mistake was to underestimate our opponent. He was more powerful and more cunning than we had thought. He intercepted our party and trapped them. Their power was not equal to his evil. Since that time, we have reflected upon our failure and upon an enemy's strengths, and we have perceived the roads to defeat him. Uukrul has one fatal weakness. It is the same flaw that will always defeat evil, his hubris. We see now that Uukrul believes himself unbeatable. Any threat we have for our opponent will play into his hands and will end in our defeat. But he could never foresee defeat by a small party of aspirants. This is why you have been chosen. If you agree, you'll be transported to the west side of Arioste and is smuggled into the mountain city through a secret entrance. Once within the city, you will be able to learn the skills you need to defeat Uukrul. In his pride, he will never suspect such a move against him. Once evil has fallen, I'm gonna skip over a little bit, this is too much. You must destroy the eastern passages so it never takes root there again. Arioste is too powerful to allow darkness to grow in. I'm not sent you totally defenseless, although any powerful magic would alert Uukrul to our plans. I have 4 soul amulets rescued from Arioste, which I can pass to you. Should you die, this might be mechanics. These will capture your souls and allow your bodies to be resurrected. The amulets will also allow you access to refuges within the mountain city. The sanctuaries will only open to a party bearing the soul amulets and will protect you from opponents. I can also give you this diary. There's a training guild in there. Within it, we'll be able to find others to aid in your task. I'll tell you more of this later. Know that if you choose to follow the path, you cannot fail. Evil is ever blind to its greatest weakness. This is your fate if you choose it, and the good of the Western lands lies in your path. Darkness must fall. Welcome. Getting started. Playing on an Apple. I have an Apple. Do I have to bring the Apple here? How can I? Isn't it as a computer game? Why would I play it on an Apple? Oh, an Apple computer. Okay. Try to select the best one. I didn't realize, but I think one of the things that I liked about this game is that the font is not one of the default fonts that every game uses. It looks very good. Hard disk installation. Multiple parties with a hard disk. If looking for a hard disk, you can give a name to each party after creating a maximum 7 characters in the name. Select the party you wish to play by typing Uukrul party name. For example, Uukrul my party when you run the game. Interesting. It's command line party based. The font is very sexy, yes. Utilities. Change name or sex of the characters in your party. Won't affect your skills. Restore the game. Each sanctuary have the option to save a backup image of the game. If you later restore your game from the backup, everything that happened since then will be forgotten. Dark Heart of Uukrul has been designed so you shouldn't need frequent reference to backups, but in case something goes terribly wrong, the feature is available. You can start the whole game again. I wonder if the game effectively has like an autosave, you can just quit at any time. Because the backups seem to be like not the main save feature. Just play with several parties if there's more than one person with the game, just make more copies of the scenario disc, restart each new game from the beginning. Those revealed through a code and names. You have to save, okay. movement keys and alternate movement keys. Use all keys in combat 846 while exploring. Interesting. Spells, prayers. There's a reference to list of spell prison sanctuaries in the appendix at the back. Okay, we can refer back to this. Right, I'm not gonna do a full exploration of the manual. It's on my hard drive. Why is it taking a while to load? Why are modern computers so slow? What's going on? What is this? He downloaded the previous... Why are modern computers so dumb sometimes? PDF, right. Yeah, well, whatever. We'll go in and we'll see what happens. I'm sure it's gonna be fine. Let me bring this down. And we should be ready to go. So I'm gonna move over here. We're gonna have some background music. I prepared a few songs because the game is completely silent. Alright. By the way, I was talking the other day how I would recommend one play the Might and Magic, the original Might and Magic. I would recommend playing the TurboGrafx version if it weren't in Japanese. I've recently learned that it has been fan translated, so that must be an exquisite experience. But yeah, I'm gonna start the game and start the timer. Look at this art. Look at this. It's the cover art in pixel art form. Very powerful. Alright, and this font, I fucking love this font. I freaking love... I really like the very modern hotkey with the highlighted color. Like the yellow letters for the menu. Like, I don't think the game supports... Yeah, I don't think it doesn't support a mouse. So it's like Might and Magic, it's purely keyboard driven, which I like. Now again, if you go to utilities, it can change the name or sex of the characters, you can restore the game from a backup, or you can restart the whole game with a new party. I'm gonna make sure we are clear. Reset everything. The Dark Heart of Uukrul, yes. And we're going to generate a party. Look at this. That reminds me so much of Ultima. This utility lets you generate a novice party of 4 characters to explore through the mountain citadel of Arioste. You require a brave fighter and a loyal paladin. So I assume the guy with the axe is the fighter and the guy with the shield is the paladin, skilled in weaponry and close combat. A devout priest to commune with the deities, and a magician who can harness deep psychic powers. To shape their personalities, you'll answer questions. That's so Ultima. Directed at the characters themselves, picture each character in your mind and select the answer that he or she would choose. There are no right or wrong answers. Press enter to develop your first character. Now, Sakura has chosen to be the paladin and Sunfall has chosen to be the mage. Does anyone want to be the fighter? Does anyone wish to have... Character number 1 is a fighter. Is Uukrul their first name or their last name? Uukrul is the evil lord. We'll do it. Alright, Helical. First, choose the name and sex of this character. The name may be up to 11 letters long. Helical. I'm going to pull a Pokemon. Are you a boy or a girl? Okay, Mystic Theory. Yeah, Mystic Theory should be the priest. Boy, okay. Confirm name and sex, yes. Helical, male fighter. Now to shape Helical's personality, picture yourself as Helical and answer the following questions as you imagine he would. Choose carefully, the answers you give are important. In a dream, you find yourself in a small room with a door in each wall. Set in each door is a mirror, but the reflections are dissimilar. Which door would you walk through? A rough, muscular warrior, a bold fighter. Oh, it's an axe, a sword, Agile light armor? Or a well-armed of heavy build? Are you a threatening, muscular, blood-stained axe kind of dude? Are you the proud, shining sword and armor type? Are you the strong, well-armed, heavy build one? Bloodthirsty, okay. Like, if you go for, like, agile with light armor, like, I would kick you out of the fighter. That's not a fighter, that's a... You push the door open, revealing a dark passage. After walking for a while, you confront a nasty troll clutching a tempting sack. Why is the troll's sack tempting? That does not compute. Well, you are more interested in the sack than the troll. What would you be most likely to do? Kill the troll to get the sack? Knock the troll out with a blunt weapon? Or use your cunning? Choose wisely, Helicat, I can still kick you out. Come on, you're a fighter, the answer is obvious. Yes, thank you. You manage to get the sack and open it. It contains not treasure, but a strange orange fungus. What would you do? Forget it? Take it to identify, or just eat the damn shit? I'm gonna leave that to you. Eat it, baby. In your dream, you find a long deserted shrine to an unknown deity. Drawings above the altar depict lightning bolts, savage beasts, and bloody battles. A large ruby is embedded at the base of the altar. Would you dare to prize it out and take it? Despite the predetermined classes, they still give you options to be more barbarian. Yes, I did not know that, and it's pretty good. Yeah, of course, take the ruby, thank you, Helical. At least I'm in agreement with Helical. That's all the questions for Helical. This is how he will start. Very low intelligence, that's Helical for sure. He's wearing a buskins, a cap, and a breastplate, a small shield, short iron sword. Nice. He's healthy as well. Man, this is so colorful. Look at that border. That border is not my overlay. It's part of the game. That wooden paneling. Even says warrior. Yes, they have subclasses. You're right. You're right. You are a warrior fighter. Helical, I approve. Okay, paladin. Paladin was Sakura, right? Sakura, do you confirm you still want to be the paladin? Out of control, it is. What kind of paladin Sakura gonna be like? Okay, and female, I presume. Now picture Sakura in your mind, Pink Lizard. And answer these questions I'd imagine she would. Remember to choose carefully. Which of these would best describe your attitude to combat? There's nothing like the smell of battle. You're not a fighter, you are allowed to have a different opinion. There is honor in victory over adversaries. Great battles of conquest are the stuff legends are made of. Fighting is an exaggerated tactical challenge. It requires the mind as well as the body. Or killing enemies is only a means to an end. Nobody dies who doesn't need to be killed. 3, alright. Fine. Gonna be... Someone has to be smart. Someone has to take Helical by the hand. And look, don't lick the doorknob. Some mist descends and you pass out. As you begin to regain consciousness, you see the walls moving closer. What would your immediate reaction be? Clear ahead? Brace the walls and push them apart, survival first. Search for an exit, let me get out of here, or call out for help because you're a pansy. Can't trust the wizard. Yeah, of course not. Any answer but 4. Well, I mean, if you really want to go for 4, clear the head, alright. Yours or someone else's? In your travels, you are confronted by an evil, you're thinking it through, okay. It's the Cerebral Paladin. You're confronted by an evil-looking thug who orders you to leave town. Thick-set and hairy, she looks bigger and stronger than you are. She is hairy. but not exactly a tower of intellect. What do? Challenge her authority? Challenge her to a duel? Challenge her parentage? Or challenge her to a game of chess? Okay, duel. Fine. You have defeated a mighty dragon, and it's time to plunder the lair. The problem is there's too much treasure to carry. Would you guard the lair until help arrives? Take what you can now and return later, telling nobody, or leave the treasure to go and get help. You're not a total nerd. Yeah, no, that would be a problem. Like, please don't pick 3. I'm not gonna carry this. I'm gonna call for people. I'm sure it's gonna wait here. I'm sure it's fine. I'm gonna go out and tell, I have a lot of treasure that I need to carry. Can you help me? No, okay. And then you ask the entire town. Everyone already went and picked a part for them too, okay. That's all the questions for Sakura. This is how she will start. She is a guardian. She's very balanced in strength, intelligence, and dexterity. No piety. Fuck piety for a paladin. Leather coif, soft leather boots, leather gloves, a breastplate, a small shield, a hand axe. A paladin with an axe? That's new. There was no religious questions. Alright, well, I guess the priest will have to carry the burden for that. Character number 3 is a priest. Do you still want a Mystic Theurge? And do you want Mystic Theurge or both? That's the name. Can I do like... it doesn't fit. It does allow for spaces, but... I could do M Theurge. Can I put a period? That's a good call. Fancy. Fancy. I didn't live. Okay, without the period. Male, I presume. Confirm. Yes. Now picture M Theurgy in your mind. I don't have to. I have videos of him. Yeah, he sent me himself. And Bison the priest. Answer these questions. Okay. A vision appears before you, a demigod in the form of a strange beast with intense white light shining from its eye sockets. It demands of you, what is the most essential aspect of your calling? What do you reply? 1. The ability to call upon holy powers to defeat your foes. 2. Your implicit loyalty in service to your colleagues. Weak. 3. Unswerving devotion to the causes of your deities. He says, 4. The ability to prophesy and scribe visions of the future. He has seen the future. It's not real. 3. Fine. It's your character. You are exploring with 2 fighters. They are both dumb. You disturb a fierce monster, and you face palm, and a combat ensues. The fighters attack at once instead of strategizing first. What are you most likely to do initially? Also attack? Call for divine assistance, save me from these morons? Or retain guard in a defensive position because I'm not getting involved? 2? Okay. Alright, you're going full deity priest, full piety. I mean, we need someone with piety, makes sense. You find a tablet with some ancient writing in an undecipherable script. Would you rather give the tablet to a prophet or sell the tablet for a profit? Thank you, Debs. This is better than the vast majority of the Funny Bones jokes already. This is S tier, yes. Did you choose one already? Okay.
A string walks into a bar, sits down, and orders a drink. The bartender says, "We don't serve strings here." So the string goes outside, ties himself up, roughs himself up in the head, goes back in the bar, and orders a drink. The bartender says, "Hey, aren't you the same string who just came in here?" The string answers and says, "No, I'm afraid not."
That's the longest joke in that game. It uses all 6 buttons on the Saturn. You are forced to choose between your own life and the preservation of your deity's shrine from defilement by a horde of marauding orcs. What do you do? Become an agnostic. You know what? I never said I was certain. Alright, you're going for full piety. There's all the questions. Hey, religious for chumps. Bye. You're a bishop. You got promoted. Yeah, maximum piety. Virtual points 6. You start with an Ufthu and a Golthur rings. The fuck? Okay, now I'm curious. Does the manual say what these are? Is this? It is. Ring. Each spell requires a magic ring of certain metal to focus. Magic rings, ring forgers. I don't know. First Arcana Fire. Jesus, magic looks complicated. Okay, let's keep going. Let's develop the next character. You wish you were a bishop. I mean, you're young, you might be one. You go for a queen. I'm a rook. Alright, and this is Sunfall. Tournament Edition. The magic system in this game is fascinating. I saw a little bit of the manual just now. It seems complicated. Male? Yes. Sunfall, male magician. Now, picture Sunfall in your mind. At the time of your apprenticeship, your tutor shows you 4 curious objects with mysterious powers. Without explaining their functions, he says you may select just one. Which one do you choose? An amulet of brass with 8 different colored stones? An ancient book with a gilt cover, but in which every page appears to be blank? A scalloped dagger with a glowing blood head heft? Or a small plain-looking wand with a glyph shaped like an eye carved into it? It's funny if I do? Jesus. Okay. I'm going to go with 2. Because you can walk around carrying a book that looks fancy as fuck. And if people ask you, have you read all of that? You can say, yes. Because the pages are all blank. You can say, I've read it multiple times. Like, you can look smart without actually having to do any reading.
He has seen the future, and it's not real.
Hello there, Kibitz. While traveling, you are surprised by a thief who grabs you and holds a knife to your throat. Nothing you are carrying is of great value. What would you do? Give him what you have? No. Give him what you have or pursue him to take your revenge. Try your cunning to trick him. Usually in a game like this, I just go after the thief and I kill it, and so I end up with more loot than I started with. So yeah, sure, I put a tracking spell on my shit and give it to the guy. Whip out my gun, yes. Your party discovers a large chest. It looks valuable, but has a strange magical aura. If any of your companions touch it, they become suddenly terrified and pull away, but the fear doesn't seem to affect you. Would you dare to open the chest? Yes. You are preparing for, like, what kind of question is that? You are preparing the potion for turning. We have played with gun magicians in Megami Tensei before. I don't care, I cast Fireball. There is a recurring joke in the Guild of the Stick? I don't remember what the name of that webcomic is. Yeah, they haven't used it in a while, where they come to a place. There's something written in the wall. What does it say? It says, I prepared explosive runes this morning. I always get the chocolate of me. Order of the stick, thank you. Yeah, the explosive runes. You are preparing a potion for treating borborygmi. It needs that something extra. Which ingredient would you add? Is it a joke that none of these exist? I mean, technically a frog can have a tail depending on when you draw the line of it becoming a frog from its previous state, which I don't remember the name in English. Toe of snake sounds disgusting, so I wanted to only do that if I hated the person that wanted to be treated. And then why would I be making a potion for them? A tadpole, thank you. If it is between, depending on where you separate the tadpole from the frog, there is a time where you can actually get a tail. Hair of newt, you're gonna drink the potion, it's gonna get in your teeth. An eye of worm, these are all bad, but at least tail of frog we can have a fancy explanation, I suppose. So the questions for Sunfall, this is how we will start. A conjurer. Starts with a fire, a healing, and a knowledge rings. Interesting. Your party is ready. If you wish to play with multiple parties, you can give this party a specific name up to 7 characters. The standard name for a party is game. Use this if you will only be playing with one party. Type the party name or enter. I'm gonna go with the standard. Game, yes. I mean, the default is game, but sure, game. Game. Alright, play the game. Alright. Alright, here we go. That border is pretty good. I like it. So, the game doesn't have walking backwards. The manual mentioned that you only use 4, 8, and 6. Does it have animations when turning around? No, it's very static. Which is fine for 89. So we can cast, invoke, use map, search walls, heading check, and examine party. Heading check, we are heading... Oh, it opens the compass. You have to check the compass manually. Actual VJ colors. I think it does support... The manual does mention the modes it supports. Now let me take a quick look. It was right at the start. It supports MGA, MCGA, EGA, 10-16 color, CGA, or Hercules monochrome. So these are probably VJ colors because it says it automatically chooses the best mode. Right. This is the version from GOG, but I'm not running the DOS-boxed version. I loaded this up on my emulated DOS computer, which is usually more accurate, depends on the game. A lot of the time it doesn't make any difference, but I get better luck. Okay, we can look at the map. Reading the map. Use arrows to move cursor. Oh, there's... Oh... Label square. Jump to label. Oh, it wraps around. Oh, it might be a Might and Magic situation where each map is like a specific grid and then it switches to a different map. Great mapping. Yeah, especially because you can like label a square. You can't label that square. What? Play switch label. A. Jump to label. A. Ah, but I can't remove it. Oh, but you can't. You have not explored there yet. Oh, is that why you can't? Oh. So if I walk forward, the passage from your entrance into Ariosta slopes downward steeply. The walls carry mosaics showing hunting scenes. Do they? Right, so if I go here and I press M... Oh, it centers the map. No, it's not. It wraps around, but you can center the map. on places you have explored. Curious what spells your bishop self can cast. I'm very curious about everything. This feels like a modern fake DOS game. The UI design is full 80s and suddenly has BJ colors. Yeah, it's interesting because they purposely reduce development time by completely ignoring sound. Level 2 makes sense, more like an big RPG or whatever. Yeah, I mean, I get very strong Might and Magic vibes from this in a lot of ways, but with a map which is better. I can't seem to remove a label. What is that? As you pass, M. Thorage examines the torches fixed to the walls. He finds they are solidly constructed and cannot be removed from their fixtures. Search the walls. Nothing. Ton of really good flavored text. It looks like it, yes. So what I have to do is, like, when I find something interesting, I put a label there and then I write down on my notes what the label is for. And yeah, if I press M, it centers the map. And hang on, I forgot to mute this thing. Okay, examine party. We have 80 money, we have 446 units of money. And then I can look at the profiles. Yeah, this kind of like quick switching, quick menuing with the keyboard really reminds me, like, I freaking love Might and Magic 1 and 2. And so far I'm very optimistic with this game just because of all of this. And then you have the inventories. Oh fuck, it's way more advanced than Might and Magic. We have little icons. Look at that thing, that's so fucking good. Oh, the white backgrounds are is the shit that is equipped. This track, you can look down there, I can't see it, it's too small. But I put down there, under the game, there is... Dungeon Master Hall of Champions, thank you. But yeah, I put all the names here, I carefully set up this thing. With the little icons like is. Yeah, they're so good. Inspect, drop, give, weapon, armor. Shred of cloth. It's not equipped. Type letter of item to inspect. Sender robes. The robes are made of heavy fabric. Looks like a very plain cap. Leather is soft and light. There seems nothing unusual about it. This can't possibly be of any use. Standard dagger. I have to use Windows magnifier thing. If it is too small and kind of crazy, I just didn't want it to cover the game. So I put it like as small as I could to not cover the game. But if it's too small, I can fix it for the next stream. Not critical info, that's what I figured. Just wanted to have it there. Shard of cloth, how would you know it's not the Shard of Turin? Maybe it is. Can I examine? Can I cast a spell? I have the Conjurer. I can open the inventory. Cast. Cast your spell. Ah, it's like Might and Magic. You have to know what spells exist. Recite your prayer. Right, so invoke is for the priest. So Mystic Touch can invoke. It has 6 virtue points. And then Sunfall can cast 9 psychic points. And then we have use. Whose item? Helico hasn't got any special items to use. You can use the Shred of Cloth. Apparently. Refer to friendly manual. Yeah, I figure. Oh wait, save game? Right, but if I press S, nothing happens. Okay. Spell list. Spell Prison Sanctuaries. The appendix at the back. Hang on. Ah, Jesus, this is complicated. Hang on. Let me pull the manual again. This is complicated. So, spells. Fire, Frost Protection, Healing Knowledge. We have... Fire, Healing, and Knowledge. Fire, Healing, and Knowledge. Oh, so each... But like if you... Oh, but then there are the different... Ion rings, right. But if I had... Right, so technically we can cast Shun. You can cast Amras and Orlos with the fire ring. Right. But when I cast a spell, it asks for a number. I think. But those numbers, like... But then I'd have to choose the ring first. It asks for the whole name. No, that can't be right. No, that sounds dumb. It has to be a number. No one wants to type the full name of the spell. Okay, but hang on. What if I am talking about Mystic Peerage? He has Ufthu and Golthur. Furum rings. Ufthu and Golthur. So Ufthu has those, and Golthur is the god of war and the god of the physical self. But it doesn't say what you... But it doesn't... Oh, maybe it just is the same elements on the line? No, but this has 5 lines. Not 6. This has 5 as well. Divine Arrow, you type Raw Core. Right, but the ring is just how strong it is? In the case of prayers then? The material of the ring? Because... Yes, okay. I was gonna scroll up on the manual if I... But okay. I must say, it is interesting, but having to type the name is not as good as just typing the number. Like, Might and Magic, it was like level 1. If you want to cast a level 1 spell on slot 3, you type C13 and it goes. I have layers the same way like mages, okay. Talon Guard, pressing hands in version. 1/1 magic missile, yes. Yes, I remember that. Okay, I'll keep going. The hall continues downward through the mosaics on the walls have stopped. The air smells stale and dusty. There is no sound from the passage ahead. Passage flattens out. The musty smell in the air is stronger and seems to come from ahead of you. Instead of fantasy wall, the area facing seems solid, but Sunfall says he can sense an open area just behind it. A circular groove has been worn around the edge of the wall, as if to form the outline of a door. I can push against the wall, I can trace the groove by hand, or I can trace the groove with the staff. I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna pretend I'm Gandalf, I'm gonna put the staff and say melon. Sunfall runs his staff around the groove. As he completes the arc, a portal appears. He warns that if you go through, there may well be no such door leading back. Alright. Okay. So the ring to execute the spell cause spells which you can cast? Yes. Little Viking, that's what I figured. For mages, it dictates which spells you can cast. For priests, it seems to dictate... I mean, there are two components to the ring, right? If you look at the priest again, he has an Ufthu ring, so he can cast spells from the god, from the deity Ufthu. And because it's a Pharaoh's ring, it's the weakest kind of spells. That's for priests. For mages, it has fire, healing, and knowledge, and then it has the element, and that does the combination of both. You look at that table to see which spells you can cast. It is a bit confusing, but I'm sure we'll get it eventually. Alright, I guess we're going in. You enter a large hall decorated with fine mosaics. The hall is quiet and looks as though it hasn't been entered in many years. The air is stale and dry, and there is a patina of dust everywhere. Sunfall says that this was originally an assembly area for the ancients. As you look around at the faded colors and decay, you realize that this must be one of the oldest parts of Arioste. You stand there breathless, aware that you have entered the mountain city. Ahead of you lie the myriad passages that span the mountain range and lead to Uukrul's palaces. Your task has begun. Okay, and we can't go back. What if I jump to label A? You can jump to label A. You can look back at where we were. Or has some decent intelligence tests, then there's Helico. Someone has to do the dirty work. These fancy people. An inscription. Read inscription. You of the Blood Noble are welcome to these halls. Doesn't sound like a puzzle. West Arioste, Hall of Surakis. Translate with NGOs. Surakis led this zone in the year of the 7th blooming. Is this relevant? Some of these writings are very relevant for, like, Might and Magic. Tons of puzzles are relevant. Without right everything, this game is heavy on the Pazuzu, which is one of your big weaknesses too. Since you're just here to explore and kill stuff. Yeah, like, I remember when playing through Might and Magic, like, the main town, I think is called Mordregal, Sorpigal, something like that. I think it's Sorpigal. It has a bunch of inscriptions, and they're all very relevant. There are footprints in the dust here. You notice that the inscription beside you has been added quite recently, and it is in Mara's hand. Within this pillar, I have protected a key for you. Sorpigal, yeah. It shows up constantly Heroes of Might and Magic. And I remember because I was there a lot. Let's remember Crag Hack. Huh. So there is a pillar, is it? It's probably this very thing in the center. Oh, the red squares are where we have been to. I get it. I bless all those of the blood noble who enter Erosthene's Reckless. Now I'm gonna... Because of this thing here, I'm gonna put a label here. Label square. This is label A. And I'm gonna write down here. Label A has this stuff, so we can easily look back at this. I'm trying to enter the pillar in case it's like a fantasy pillar because there's something hidden here. Search walls. Discovers a secret door in the south wall. Open the door. Look for a device. I haven't found anything that opens the door yet. Speak a word. Mara. Door swings open at your command. Go through? Yes. Chad, I've solved my first puzzle! There's an ornate key on the ground here. I'm gonna pick it up on Helical. No, I'm gonna pick it up on Sunfall. Helical is gonna drop it in the middle of combat. Sunfall picks it up. Examine party 1, inventory, and 4 for Sunfall. Ornate key. Inspect the ornate key. It has an unusual shape and design. Pulls are for losers who have destroyed it. I mean, it wasn't difficult. Like, how many words did we could possibly try? Unless we had to come back here later after getting the password, but... That's satisfying. Listen at door. Can't hear a thing. Words. Hell, no game is perfect, right? Don't hear anything behind the door. You can listen at doors. I just want to like make sure we got every... What is this? Let's see. Only word you know is skill. On the very few RPGs that implements listening at doors, which is a thing in Dungeons & Dragons going back to the original box. No game is perfect at explaining this game. It has... You are forcibly required to carry a magician around. That's a standing flaw right there. Now I would like to find a sanctuary just so I could save. There is one square I didn't visit. There's one, just in case. I mean, this door looks different, right? You have found a new sanctuary. Consult your soul amulet to activate it. Now, I think that thing there is the name. Maybe it's like forced by the copy protection hack that the GOG version probably has. But still, let's take a quick look here. Good choice using the PC in Mighty Magic. Yes, Rickshaw. That version actually has a fan translation nowadays. That version is so powerful. How the fuck do I read this? Okay, I found one. F? It says to confirm the check the manual. Soul Amulet. Included in the game, the pictures of the 4 soul amulets your party will use. These reveal through a code the names of the ancients who construct the sanctuaries found throughout Arioste. Without these amulets, your party will be unable to use the sanctuaries. To activate the sanctuary, you'll be asked the name of the ancients in the following manner. When you enter it, to be given a string of runes. For example, you must find the 5-letter English name that the runes translate to. The first symbol tells you which of the 4 amulets the name can be found on. And the other 5 runes translate to English letters. Find the correct amulet and start of the center and work outwards. Okay. So we are on the right one here, like, so you guys can... I want you guys to be able to see the code and also see... the original of the Beholder doesn't have a soundtrack. The one I remember was the SNES one, which was the first version of that game that I played. So we are on the one on the right. We have to start from the center. So this is S. A. P. Suppose. Suppose? Yes, okay, Jesus. But I read somewhere, the gamer, I read somewhere that it's like randomized. Zapatos. Buy shoes. But it says Urtas, so the name of the ancient is not the same as the name of the sanctuary. I wonder if I can type in anything and it works. Leave sanctuary. Ah, this was going east, I think, so we go west. Right? Yeah. Ah, but it remembers. Alright, so I don't know if the copy protection is working or not. Because maybe you can type in anything and it works. Can cast, invoke, use, rest to recuperate, skill levels, rest to recuperate. No! We ate food. Skill levels. Helical needs that. Yeah, that's what they need to make the levels. Fine, theurgy is ahead for reasons. We can open the cache. List stored items. Stored there, nothing. And then we can pick up items. Nothing has been stored here. If I drop something, does it go into the cache? I did, Sunfall. It's not sure if you hit escape from the sanctuary you can save. Right, I did see the save option before it didn't work because we weren't in a sanctuary. Ah, that's why he has that. Alright, I thought you were talking about me. So, I'm gonna save. Oh, you can save and you can back up. It's two different things. So it's like two save slots, the save and the backup. Jones of the Sneaky to use of here. Save game. Save game. Did it save? Back up. I pressed S, I pressed B. I'm gonna press Q. You can check the timestamps. I can't. Not with my setup. Okay. Stored here, nothing. Now I want to check if I go here and I drop the ornate type letter of item to store here. Okay. So if I open the cache in a list, there is the ornate item, and then if I try to pick up the ornate key, and then I can give it to Sunfall again. So if I check... Okay. Okay, you just drop items to put them in the cache. Deer doesn't work. It does, but I would have to quit the game to see if it's saved. That's what I mean. And then if I have to quit, might as well just try and reload. You had quit and you said that. Anyway, yeah, no, it's fine. Now, I thought you said to check the timestamps of the files, but this is not on DOSBox, so it's not like I can look at the files without quitting the game. You have a vague memory of this game? I never saw it before. I like it so far. A teleporter... Teleport station, Urtas. Okay. If I go east, it is a different thing. The teleporter is south, okay. And we go west. This is probably like a shop? Yeah, Zofar met Zofar yesterday. Hilarity ensued. This room was originally a guard room of some kind. It has been ransacked and nothing of worth has been left save the sword you see before you. There's a short sword on the ground here. Examining party. Short iron sword. Inspect the short iron sword. Inspect the short sword. I'm gonna look at the manual. Short iron sword. Weapons. I think it might not have a list of what is good, what isn't. I'll say a name for different ways, yeah. Zafari. There are details on the spells and the prayers and what they do. Other than just the appendix. But I'm looking through the manual, see if there has anything about the items, because am I supposed to know which ones are good? There is a picture of the devs in the manual. Almost Makal says it. Yeah. Zofari. That's almost how he says it. I'm still taking a look at the manual briefly. Shop, secret doors, descriptions, exploration, food, items. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think the manual has information on that. So I don't know if the short sword is better than the short iron sword. Weapon? I don't know. It has a question mark. Does that mean like maybe if I identify it I can tell whether or not it's good? Since the whole menu didn't find a weapon chart, I mean neither. I had the floor has crumbled. Helical says that it was probably a well for whatever kept guarding this place. Right, so I'm not going there yet. Seems like it might be dangerous. I had to see a machine fixed to the wall. Sunfall comments that it is a teleporter used by the ancients to move over great distances. Teleporter station has one button. Press it or leave. Interesting. Boom! I'm gonna say no. You enter an atrium with paths leaning north and south. The floor is made from pyramid-shaped blocks of crystal cleverly stacked together, provide a smooth surface. Open the grate. Try keys. Sunfall tries his key, but he can't get the grate open. That's the only key we have. Right. Ornate key. So it's not the ornate key for this. Does it show on the map? It does. And here's another. Ornate key, if he securely turns and the lock springs open. Okay. Now before I check, read the map. Oh, so this is indicating there is a secret passage. Oh, this is so fancy. A thing there, which might be a trap. And what looks like it might be a fantasy wall. But hang on. Right, it's not... This room was used for the preparation of food long ago. No, there's little left that has escaped the ravages of time. Oh, there is a little nook here. Search walls. Nothing? Some rat swarmed at you from a pile of rubbish. What is this combat screen? Holy shit. Move Sakura, you can delay move or no more moves. Okay, Sakura goes right and attacks that rat. No, we don't want to move. So don't move. Strike opponent, parry attacks, invoke, call elemental, use an item, turn it dead. If I wanted to, he has Uftu and Golthur. Uftu and Golthur. Golthor is for healing, Ufthor is Divine Arrow, so you want to cast Raw Core. So invoke Raw Core. Uftu does not answer. A red bite. Helical. Parry? Wait, why can't I move? Okay, parry, I guess? Guess a spell. Okay, Sunfall. Sunfall has fire, healing, and knowledge. No, what does knowledge do? Knowledge. On casting this, a beam of light will fly from your hand with the closest written word. Oh, and Gauze is the one that lets us read things, so I want fire instead. So fire we can cast... Healing... Jesus. Why is this so complicated? So many pages. Fire. Amras, the snake of fire. A bolt of flame shall grow from your staff and strike one foe. These and all snake spells have speed and range, for they can reach any who would stand against you, but they must follow a straight path. They cannot travel through rock. True, the snake is but iron, it can burn a deep wound. So Amras. So cast the spell. Amras. Go. Choose to target. What is space? Space. I thought it was S. Just S. Okay. I'm gonna use this because it's attacking the urge. Cast the spell. Explode the animation is pretty good. Rats are not known for their reading. Breeze magic is a crapshoot. Based on the quality of the ring and the spell, you don't have a chance because that doesn't always work. Okay. Okay, Sakura will strike an opponent. Oh, can lay on hands. Right, but that's too early to lay on hands. Can we lay on hands? I wonder if we can... I didn't have the option to lay on hands outside of battle, I don't think. But let's strike. Hits the rat, doesn't wound it. Bites Sakura but misses. Move Sakura. I think I don't want to block Mystic Theurge from getting attacked. And Helical wants to be here so he is in range of something. Run from combat, no. No more moves for you. Okay, now you can strike opponent. This one? Explode. Cast a spell. Amras. I want to cast it at this guy. No, this guy. The little line. It's a dog. If you hit space, you switch between characters. Not right now, right? No, I skipped. Okay, Mystic Theory. You wanted... Might have to write like a quick... Maybe print this shit and write notes on the side on what this stuff actually does. We want Raw Core. Invoke Raw Core. Move through does not answer. So you can move and attack, like, it's a turn for moving and another turning for attacking. Interesting. So strike opponent. Just explode with the axe. Nice, that's why you're here. Alright, once again, it's Raw Core. Oh, something exploded, nice. I have to keep going back. Cameras. The enemy slowly disappears. Nice. It looks exquisite for 89. Okay, and people got experience based on how much stuff they did, so Mystic Theory gets the lowest. Got money. Oh, there is a key down here. I don't even remember what I was doing. Okay. Yeah, no, those animations are very, like, you know, they're tiny sprites, so it doesn't cost them much, but, like, it gives the game so much life. That combat was pretty good, man. Goldboxing have more detailed surprises, so much more intricate animation and presentation flashiness. It is. Yeah, no, I fully agree. Listen at the door, total silence. This room was a dining hall for the ancients. Several huge stone tablets still stand, though everything else here has been ruined. A thick spider web in the corner hides something. Sunfall cuts through it and reveals several small copper coins. Mystic Theory takes the money. Now, is this one of the... Okay, doesn't look like it. Where's the collection plate? I didn't want to make that joke because I didn't know if it would be. It is an auto map. Yes. It's a very rudimentary, but for 1989, it's pretty decent. It's more than decent. Alright, press key. Book on the ground. Sunfall picks it up. Examine for inventory. Inspect the book. It might be worth reading. Or maybe I need to use it. Use book. This is a small notebook written in Mara's hand. It is badly blood-stained. The only message in it reads, if you find this, you will know that Uukrul has defeated us. Oh boy. But maybe we need to have it. Lying on the floor here. Fuck. What was lying on the floor there? Shit. And if his first name is... Obligatory that escalated quickly. It did. What is this? I'm gonna... Wrong gesture. I'm gonna take a picture of this for reference. So I can look at it while I'm looking at the map or something. That doesn't look like any place in here. You're off the map, I know. Right, well, I'm gonna put down a save and I'm gonna go for this teleporter. See what it does. Very fancy. Has one button. Why? This is a different place. If I press Y, do I just go back? I missed that message again. It's so easy to miss messages here. Yeah, it's just between those two. Okay.
You guys are so skinny, if you were standing sideways, I couldn't even see you.
That one is unassuming. Man, I hate missing those messages. There's an ointment on the ground here. Sunfall picks it up. Some rats swarm at you from a pile of rubbish. Didn't you just save at the sanctuary? I did save not too long ago, yes. I like, yeah, the maps are all kind of different. Like, of course they're different, like there's no reason to not make them different, but for some reason I'm surprised about all the tactics involved. Right, fighting. It says the stage over there. It's movement and fighting. They're separate. Interesting. So Sunfall, and I have to write these down somewhere or print these pages up because I can't ever remember. You have Umbrus. Rubbish is the real enemy here, spawning all these rats. Yeah, that's true. I want this. It's so good. Sakura strikes a rat and kills it. Man, those animations are so cool. Alright, and you are Raukor. I'm a bit surprised that backspace works. A lot of times in these very old interfaces, backspace doesn't work. If you mess it up, you're fucked. I don't know if anyone has got into that kind of issue with games or command line interfaces where backspace just doesn't work. Oh, we got it! Boom! Well, I do want to heal a little bit, don't I? But why can't I use Sakura to lay on hands? But let's say I want to use Mystic Perish to heal. He can heal with Goldthur by typing Sir D. Sir D. Goldthur does not hit your... What? Sir D. What? Sir D. Thank you. Well, it heals everyone. Good. Command line, yes. Game not the ideal thing. Don't put a lot of against text parts, you know, that sort of thing. Yeah. Man, whenever I try to use the command line on a fucking Mac, I fucking hate Mac OS. And the thing just doesn't work. I want to like, okay, just press home to... And it just looks at my keyboard, what are you doing? And fucks up. I fucking hate using macOS. Let's head back. Sakura the Red Killer. If you guys have a red problem, you know who to call. Alright, that's fully explored. There's still that hole. I'm gonna save and go down the hole, see what happens. Look down. You can't make out anything. The walls can be climbed very easily. Oh, so I can come back up. Climb down. You can jump over. Sakura, Paladin of Sakura, is Sakranarist. Good. Sign me up. I'm sure you guys have good benefits. Climb down. Oh, look! The roof opening. So fancy. You are at the bottom of what used to be a well. There is still water here, but it is dirty, only a few fingers deep. The air smells stagnant and the walls are covered in a foul slime. Great dental. So, that's a rare benefit nowadays. Some rats from the pile of rubbish. That's not a rat. Right, this is the movement phase. Delay. Shit. Okay, better. Fighting. You do Ralcor. It does not answer. You strike opponent. Boom! Giant ant. There's a shapeless mass as well. You is Amorous. You is Amorous. Yes. Thinking on what to attack. Oh, he didn't die. It's not red, I mean, like, how is a Death Star? It's not a moon. Very likely to get punched in the face repeatedly. Yeah, well, it comes with the territory. Wait, I want to push this guy here. You stay there, and... can't attack from here, so I'm gonna parry. You can attack. Shapeless Mass. Strikes for 10 hit points, it had us a lot of errors on this. core. Yes, nice. Therefore, all the just 1 HP left. Come on, game. Yeah, it does feel like it's gonna be a lot of that. Clear the ass, let me tank it. Ah, that thing moved. But misses. Oh. You only have one virtual point. I'm gonna just parry. What is call elemental? Call which? Air? No elemental spirit appears. Oh good. Like you don't want it. Earth? Okay. Got exploded. Nice. Lunges of the red. I'm gonna save my points here. Misses. Alright. Hits it critically. That's a lot of experience. Decent amount of money. I need to be able to buy food at some point. Does this remind me of the location from the map I took a picture of? No. Unless I'm gonna check the south wall briefly. Okay. No, okay. Look up. Climb up. And we move on through the eastern exit. Everything on that side is explored. Other than the terminal that can take us to other sanctuaries, and I think the menu has the names of those, I think. But I'm not gonna skip ahead through the game if that is the case. This tune is sweet. It is. PC Engine Might and Magic. But PC Engine has some very good music when it wants to. This room has a large mosaic of the ancients on the floor. Was once a reception area. There are footsteps behind the door. This is north, right? It is. There's a heavy iron chest here. Helical and Sakura prise it open to reveal one miserable copper coin. Sunfall takes the money. Unmiserable pile of secrets. The torches in this passage have gone out. There is a strong smell of bat guano in the air, carried on a thick cloud of dust that swirls about as you walk through it. Just wanted to... There's torches? Oh shit! Skeletons! Like, if I try to invoke, we didn't rest, so we don't have virtual points. I don't want to rest until we can figure out the food situation. Great Skeleton Portrait it was. You think this strategy map actually matches the 3D one? I was wondering about that before. It might. Like, all corridors are too wide. It makes sense, there's no reason for them not to do that, I suppose. But it still feels very fancy. Skeletons feel so Ultima. There's a lot about this game that does feel a little bit Ultima. You don't use virtue points to try and cast stuff called elementals. I can do an Enras here. It doesn't go through the walls. The manual said that the serpents don't go through the walls. It lets you try just so you hate yourself. Good, good. Sure. No, but that guy's almost dead. We should look and see if there's combat options again for this fight. Ah! I'm dumb! I forgot. I always forget that in these games. I know what you're talking about. I always forget it. Thank you for reminding me. Freaking priests, am I right? Didn't do anything. Fucking priests, am I right? I hope you don't have to be right next to the guy. I remember Might and Magic, like you had like 10 skeletons, you used Turn Undead, like 6 get the leader or something. It could be just priest luck is bullshit, it could be us. I'll move closer if that makes any difference. Well, I can't move closer right now. Turn Undead. Nope. That skeleton is not coming. Oh, now you do. You asshole. You didn't do anything. This is baiting you. It looks like it, yes. Out of control Japanese dungeon crawling music is so too full American DOS game. Yeah, I wanted to have a good spread. I need a little bit of everything. Turn Undead, I'm right next to it. Doesn't do anything. They're Turn Undead with a stab. That's a good turn. Treasure! An axe! Helical likes axes. Well, it means we can sell that stuff for money. We don't know if that axe is good. It must be better than a short sword. with it. As you pass, there's a shriek and a flurry of wings. Yeah, I smell the bad guano. Yeah, that's pretty fucking bad. All elemental. Keep trying and keep failing. Battleman managed the corridor, just walk down. Yeah, that's pretty advanced. Oh, strike, I guess. I'll explode the bat with a staff. Nice. Okay, bats are whatever. Apparently, we can lay on. I should lay on hands. I can choose a direction. Can't I lay on myself? No, you can only lay on someone else. So helical. Oh, you transfer the. Oh fuck. You transfer the health. Sorry, Sakura. Boom! Oh, he missed. Ow! I moved away from everyone. Freaking dick. It fled? Treasure? None. It fucking fled. Maybe I should go back and rest so I can actually cast spells again. I don't know. Jump scare. Good for two. The party with Weakling just bamfed one of my buddies. That was a bit too powerful, wasn't it? You probably need a lot of levels for it. You missed, Sakura! You probably need a lot of levels to get a elemental to come. Nice. Come on. Boom, get holied. What's that mean in this game? I don't know, we have amulets that the manual says can bring us back from death. I don't know what that means. Sunfall can stick around. Man, seeing those enemies explode is never gonna get old, is it? Bats and cave bats in one battle. Yeah, we got everything. That one is running away. Yep. Bamf. I know the Bamf is pretty good. Okay, this is just gonna flip around and then I can heal up and save. Right. So save, back up, and the rest recuperate. Leave going east. You're the tank. You are. Woof woof. Woof, chat. Woof woof. Let me just strike it. It's fine. Oh, this yeah. Everything Diablo is phenomenal. Like there's old Diablo 1 and Diablo 2 songs. Especially Diablo 1, so fucking iconic. A bone! Sunfall picks the bone, Sunfall picks everything, Sunfall doesn't care. When I was a kid, I connected like a freaking stereo to my computer. And then I recorded the Diablo. I left Diablo playing, and then I recorded it to a tape so I could put it on my Walkman and listen to this music while I was supposed to pay attention in class. I'm feeling about the game, I think it's pretty good. I think the spell system is a bit annoying, personally, having to type the names. I feel like I'm gonna cast a lot less spells in this game than I did in Might and Magic because of that. Just because it's not as practical. But I'm enjoying it, I do enjoy this kind of game. I feel like it's going to be a very slow playthrough. And I'm a bit worried about the puzzles. Because the game does say that, like, puzzle solving is very, very required. But I'm enjoying it. I also am desperate to find a store. As you step on the intersection, the floor rotates beneath you. Oh. You cannot map this area. Oh. It's one of those. You can map it, you just can't look at it. Those 1980s DOS game is a terrifying prospect. Yes. It is. I had one puzzle so far, I did figure it out. So I'm gonna keep track of my heading. I'm heading south. I want to map everything. I came from there. Okay, I want to go north again. At least it warns you that if fuck, I want to go west. Sakura noticed that the wall to the east is loose. Thank you, Sakura. That's very... Examine the wall. You notice that the wall pivots at its center. Rotate it with a staff. Wall moves slightly around the pivot at its center. Push one side of it by hand. The wall turns around in the center. Walk through to the room behind. Gonna map this area. Scroll here. Use the scroll. Cast on the ground? Read it aloud or wave it in the air. I'm gonna read it aloud. Nothing much happens. Do I still have it? No, I used it. Okay. Hello there, Mari. You love the energy. I'm glad you do. Welcome in, my friend. Oh wait, did it not do much? But there's a door here that wasn't here before. Oh no, this is the... Oh, that's the lose thing, okay. So, I think we go east and then we go north. And that's everything? Ah, it really doesn't map down there. You guys remember this song from Amber Star? Man, Amber Star music was so freaking good. That game is early jacked with the 500 different soft locks it has. But it was also pretty good. Freaking German RPG for the Amiga. Some rats, pile of rubbish. Here we go. Oh, this is very full of people. Speaking of energy, you're out of yours. I get it. Yeah, head to bed, Sakura. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a good rest, my friend. Was a little worrisome at times. We did get into like 2 or 3 soft locks. And you only have one save slot. So if you save it, you're fucked. You have to restart. Also, we were at some point to realize the game was impossible, so I used the guide. If you weren't here for that, it was a while ago. We used the guide for the game, and at some point in the middle of the guide, like second half of the guide, it literally says you need these items. It lists the items. I don't remember where you get them. Hopefully you have them already. I didn't. So I had to do a lot of research. Eventually the solution was to find a German guide to the game, Google Translate it, and try to replicate whatever the broken translation was telling me to do. We actually made it work, but... Good lord. It was very good, and I really liked the... everything, the ambience, the music, the little animations and other stuff. Okay, so here is an Amras. That I want to cast here. You want to, what is it? Raukor. Invoke Raukor. Does not answer. That's funny, guys. By the way, I hope you did this thing I didn't mention. Yeah. Now, I'm pretty sure the guy was writing the guide, and bless him for being the only guide written in English for the game. I think he just... Oh shit, I don't remember where I got these items. And there was some wrong information in the guide as well. I'm surprised I managed to beat that game. Which is why I'm so worried about Ember Moon. Ember Moon, the guide to beat it is much more light on detail. It worries me. Sakura misses a rat. Rat attack Sunfall. Raukor. That's not an answer. I already forgot. It's Umrus. No, I want this one that no one can hit. And you can strike. Nice. Right in the eye. Did you know that if you strike a sword into the eye of a rat, it explodes? True story. Helico! That was pretty weak. Keep it trapped there. I wonder if I have to level up actually. We might, and I didn't. I can do that right now. I'm gonna clear this out. Door closes behind you with a click. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Oh fuck. We went the wrong way. Door closes behind you with a... Oh, what? One-way doors, chat. Wait, there is a door going east? Okay, hang on. I'm gonna head south and I'm gonna go to the room and I'm gonna... Can I skill levels? We cannot level up yet. Timing of that was chef's kiss. I'm glad you approve. I'm worried about the food. How do I get more food? I need to find a shop at some point. Wait, no. This is a different one. And the rats again. I'll have to bring those, write them down somehow. Oh, this tells you that fights are infinite, so you can grind. Yeah, no, that's very good, actually, Sunfall. That was one of the issues with Amber Star. It needed grinding, but the enemies were finite. I dislike that in RPGs. Like, you don't know what decisions the player is gonna have. You have to give him the option to just farm to fix his mistakes. What happened, I talked about I need to go back to the sanctuary and then I immediately went through a one-way door and I got locked in. Right, good. So we have to go east, south, and east. East, south, then east. There we go. Short sword on the ground here. I'm gonna pick it up on Sakura this time. I don't know if any of these places your spellbolt evaporates. could say that. I wouldn't. Like, no. Just no. I'm looking at this, trying to figure out what this is. Still don't know. I hope it's not something I already missed. Our map even shows one-way doors. Even many later games don't do that. Yeah, that's true.
He has seen the future, and it's not real.
I think... there is only one more passage to go through this one. Read inscription, translate with that spell. You are leaving the halls of the Blood Noble. Look at that, that's so fancy. Stairs going up. One of the fanciest stairs going up I've seen. Man, I have to... I just realized something. The game is played on a tiny ass window. Tiny ass vertical window in the middle. And I just realized I'm immersed in the game. How did they do that? Everything looks the same and on a tiny ass window and I'm fucking immersed. Fucking love this kind of shit, man. All who enter Ariosta now acknowledge my dominion. Uukrul. Can I further translate it? Oh, you can keep translating it until you understand. That's so fucking fancy. The letters, I could read it. It was from context. That's a good sign it is. The hinges of this door are made of brass and have been buckled outwards as though they have restrained a great force. Mystic Theory senses an aura of danger. Danger. There are snarling, whining noises. Dogs? Yeah, no, that decoding of the text in multiple casts of the spell, that was phenomenal. I don't think I've seen something like that. A large wolf leaps at you. No, I wanted to move it down. Amorous. Go. I'll have to parry. You can't strike. Brawl core. Come on, listen to me. All this piety and the guy won't listen. Freaking gods, am I right? Come on, Sakura has one hit point and you miss. Just because you're asleep doesn't mean you can keep missing. What is that? Ulfthor smites Theurge in retribution? Not only does it not answer you when you call it, sometimes it strikes back. You shut up, I'm trying to sleep. Try again. Jesus fuck. It's fucking brutal. Welcome to Uukrul. This is life with gods in Uukrul. So I wanted to talk about this. Man, that's so fucking... what an asshole thing to do. Okay, if I had an option, I would not bring a priest. That's about it. A dagger, I don't know. Mystic Dirge. We're waiting for me to experience. No, that's a good thing to do. You should wait for me to get wrecked first. So I can fully appreciate it. He kicks a pile of rupees and covers a few small coins and takes the money. I saw it first, he says. Quiet rustling noise. I need a shop. What? What? Hi. Sir, hi. You blew yourself. Before you a vision of an aged and weary enchantress forms. She speaks. Welcome, friends. I am Mara, and weak, but I will help if I can. You must find the frozen hearts, but take care always. The vision fades. We must find the frozen hearts. Okay. Original Darkness Dungeon. Oh, hi, Mark. Not only do they not pick you up, sometimes they send people to beat you up. That's great. Stop calling me until you get promoted, love God. I'm trying to get promoted. Vision fades, okay. Oh, more stairs going up. I can't... Eerie silence. Okay. I'm not gonna go up there yet. Let me check down there first. Dagger on the ground. Dagger on the ground. Let me take a look at the other thing here. Did I possibly miss... I don't think I did miss. I'm still talking about this. Did I actually do anything on the other side of the X while teleport? I think I got an item there. Might have been the... No, it wasn't the book. I got an item there. A key. I think I got a key. No, I don't remember. I got something. I'm going to check actually. Where is the I got an item here and that was about it. And I'm looking at the map that I took a picture of, but I don't think... I think I actually checked like every wall. Sorry, just left. I checked to see if it took me somewhere else. The first time, yes. The first time I went in, yeah, it takes me somewhere. Can I go back? I can. I did come back later to it. I missed a message here before. It doesn't repeat though. I don't think I missed anything here, that's the thing. Small cache of coins, okay. Yeah, I don't know where that map is from. Maybe this hole here. Does it fit in the gap in the bad loop? No, I don't think it does. I think I did find something here, but... And see, now I'm starting to slowly get to the hang of the game, so I'm just pressing keys and there is no transitions or animation, so just as quickly as I press the keyboard is how fast the game goes. This is something that I kept talking about with Might and Magic, something that I really like. Because you get into the zone with the game and you just keep going. It does fit in the gap. It does perfectly fit the gap, you're right. How did I miss that? Okay, cast Amras. No, I want to kill the one that is almost attacking me. It failed. Got it. You can use the other fire spell when they're super close. Oh. Right, there is another fire spell. I didn't read the description of that. Staff, boom! I wonder if the bad being so close made him fail. It gains more and more impressive the more I play. I'm glad you like it. Let me see what the spell description says. It's just that the reading the spell descriptions in the menu is really awkward because they take so much space. Like it's 5 pages for fire spells. Healing? Okay, fire is all the way up. Fire. We have access to Orlos and Amras. Arrows is a bolt of flame that grows from your staff to strike one foe. These and all snake spells have speed and range, for they can reach any who would stand against you, but they must follow a straight path, they cannot travel through rock. Orlos is the flame miner, shall bathe those who stand within 5 feet of you. The flames shall search their hearts, if they are pure they shall pass unscathed, if they harbor destruction they shall be burnt. Oh, it's an AoE around you, it's an immolation aura. Ishtar music, yes. I wonder if Ishtar is any good. It's from the same devs as Robinson's Requiem and Deus. Right, it's probably the same level of quality as those, right? Helical discover a secret door in the west wall. Then go open the door. Look for a device. He trips a catch and the door opens. Go through. Yes. There he goes. This is what we missed before. Ointment. Now my map says there is a thing that might look like a trap around here. I don't know what it is. It's probably a trap. Faint, dull thump. Maybe it's just bats. Will I find the ointment in dungeons? I gotta find it somewhere, right? Ointment is a fun word. It makes it sound like some kind of pig trying to speak. Ointment, ointment. I'm sorry if that's too silly, that's how I feel about it. Maybe I should have cast that. Maybe I need to heal, actually. Let me try that other spell. What is it? Orlos. See if he hits the bat right next to me. It does. It is an immolation aura. Ishtar really looks awesome. Probably just use the maps to play it. Some recall your walls spend like 99% of the playtime just mapping empty terrain. That reminds me of Deus and Robinson's Requiem. Empty terrain, the games. I'm gonna save this mana. When people who can guess if you're actually pulling out great pay for these ancient games, their life just ain't for you. The problem is that some of these games, to be fancy, they started being a little bit hostile towards map drawing. They started making stuff like, look, there's nothing worse than I'm drawing a map, suddenly random teleport God knows where. How the fuck do you put the maps back together after that happens? Or maybe you're playing one of those games where you're mapping and the game does one of those swirly tiles where it turns you around, but it's imperceptible that you were turned around, so you keep drawing and you're drawing it wrong. But so yeah, like I played Might and Magic 1 and 2, but I used an automapper, external automapper. Strike it with the staff, that's fine. Man, he does that and he doesn't strike with the stat, so it looks like it's just a shotgun. Which I approve, of course. It's a melee range shotgun. P1F in Wizardry 1 has that. Way portals walk in the games that actually riders through them. If your map from Graph Paper Soul, you're being asked to map on top of your existing map. Very rude. Yes. On the first floor. I will never play through Wizardry without some external automapper. Am I retro exclusive? Since I'm enjoying a game like this, we just trying Pathfinder Right of the Righteous. I'm usually retro exclusive. I must have played like 5 modern games tops on my stream. I do prefer to stick to retro games. Mostly at the... Come on, Battle Mario, don't give people the wrong opinion. The wrong idea. Okay, invoke. What is the healing thing again? Healing is Sir D. Sir D. We need more energy. Okay, hopefully we can... Oh, maybe the save works here because it just doesn't do anything. Right, apparently there was a treasure here. Search? Search? Like the map specifically said there was something exactly on this tile. There were silver coins. Okay, it passed so fast I didn't see it. You do have a... Oh, Sunfall. Yeah, you do. Right, the healing ring. Shum. Cast Shum. But you can only cast on one person. Mystic Theurgy spell heals everyone. It didn't even fully heal. Already beat all of the TES games. That's true. I ran out of TES games. I like them so much, but I ran out. What a shame. And the very first game we played on the retrospective was a TES game. Was probably the best one because it's just a arcade style score attack. It's nothing else. Okay, we did that wrong. And I'm running out of food. So freaking worried. Right, this is new territory, yes. If you had the time and know how you'd make a hoax test game that was long as just randomly generated dungeons for 100 hours. You do realize that you just described a game that is better than all the other test games, right? Except for Time Busters, but that's not a test exclusive. Oh, another Sanctuary? It is! Sanctuary Urlasar. Okay, we need to consult the soul amulets. I mean, we got one, why would we need to do the other, but fine. So if you want to know what that means looking at the copy protection. We are dealing with the left amulet. You can see it starts with a little cross. And you start from the middle. So you have that thing? This is a Y? This is difficult to say. Well, I have to test if the thing even is necessary, right? Hang on. Maybe the copyright protection has been removed. I think the copy protection was removed. Right, the copy protection was removed. It's fine, I just needed to know. Teleporter is this way. This is Wurlasar. I'm gonna put a B label here. Alright, I didn't expect to find one of these so close to the other one. Skill levels, we're getting closer. And now I get it, do your role as a service. That's the kind of joke that only you guys can make. There is a thin wire stretched across the passage. Circle bricks as she passes. Nearby you hear a bell toll. Someone has been alerted to your presence. Sakura. Somewhere beyond your vision a door bangs. Oh, that's probably a very good door. It's a banger of a door. Sorry. What a banger. A great cloaked figure approaches you and says, "You look as if you don't belong around here. Show me your passes, or I will inform the boss." He leers wickedly at you. Boo, sir. Say you've lost them. Ask him if Uukrul is the boss. Force passing, offer him money, attack him, or do nothing. Like, I don't think Uukrul is the boss. I don't want to say we lost the passes because that's the lamest, most obvious excuse. You greened, but that was bad, I know. But if you greened, I won. Sorry. Offer him money? No. Doesn't look like he would be bribed anyway. Attack him. He might not be with Uukrul. Honestly, the best option is do nothing. Suspicious of you, he draws a long knife from his cloak. Are you going to attack, sir? He is, figure in gray. Oh shit, the guys are in front. It ran away. We got a lot of experience. We got a lot of experience. You're laughing at the booze, sir. Yeah, no. You don't want to give me credit. Don't give me that. I need food. Game. Market. KFC bucket is getting. Oh shit. Oh, we need Bigfoot. Meeting hall, storage, market area, temples. No, I'm going to the market area. And I'm gonna assume I can buy food. There's total silence. Read inscription. Market areas. A reasonable standard of armor is required. No shirts, no service. Okay, got it. Your marketplace. The shops seem open. It's a very wide area. Ancient version of no shirt, no. Yeah, sorry, Sunfall. Got it again. Shop at Sildar's supply shop soon. Buy some items, sell some items, food rations, examine party. Can I inspect this shit here? Very plain X. You were typing that out as well. I mean, it was kind of an obvious joke, I suppose. Food rations. If you have 105, we can get Thurgood incorporated iron rations. Or you can get subterranean sports rations. Do I need to do math so I can figure out which one is better? That is one. That one is easy. That's 0.79 per food unit. Is that the one I'm gonna pull a calculator? I don't care. The other is more expensive, slightly. Therefore, we buy the Thurgood. And another. And another. There we go, 400. I think that's what we started with, or thereabouts. Almost identical, honestly. But it's more expensive. I have to pinch every penny. Now, there's a lot of shit here that I can sell, but I need to figure out a way to know which items are stronger. Thurgood incorporated iron rations last longer. It's just an ad. Subterranean sports iron rations last longer. Oh, they're competing. Marketplace. Another one? The amount between 179 is larger than the other. That's your logic anyway. Yeah, I'll not try to understand your logic. Like, Hospice of the White Order cut price leeches to regular clients. Oh look, it's an RPG lady. You enter hospice well equipped to treat the wayworn, weary and wounded. There are beds for rest and various potions and instruments sit on shelves. One of the medicos approaches to offer service. Look, we got town music, coincidentally. You enter the guild, a meeting place where citizens of Arios gather to seek adventure. Some say they would join with your party if you should need to replace someone. Alright. Mystic theory here out. Meet fighters, meet paladins, meet priests, meet magicians. What? Meet priests. Meet Ahmed. Ahmed swings his mace, crashing into the table. He says, "Give me the chance to crush Uukrul! The Dark Lord has soiled my..." No man, be he ancient or otherwise, does that ever. No honor soiling around here. You should need meat so much to go to a food shop. Meet hot magicians in your area, yes. Been expecting Lord joking in this game. There was a little bit before, when we found a tablet, it was when asking the questions. Do you want to take it to a prophet or sell it for profit? This is the mausoleum, a dimly lit chamber where the high priests of the White Order provide services for the dead. A cremation furnace is built into the far wall. As nobody in your party is dead, the priests ignore you. We can still shove someone in there. Uncle Fester, he's very angry. You're still alive. Get out of here, we don't like live ones. Okay, so I haven't finished exploring here. I'm gonna finish exploring here first. Oh, this is another shop. Shop is still there, supply shop. Wait, is it another shop? I haven't been to this one, but you enter a forge fit with a fiery furnace to repair weapons that have become blunt, bent, or broken. Various tools and equipment scattered about. The smith approaches to offer service. We can repair a weapon. No one is carrying broken weapons, okay. Alright, so this is this entire room. Right, I cannot explore. There are 2 tiles in the map we cannot explore because they're inside the shops. Boo game, why would you do that to me? A teleport station, Borasol. So Borasol, there's a teleport station right next to the market. That's convenient. Oh, and there are rats outside. Even has good fast travel 1989. Yes, this game is fascinating. Boom, get exploded. I need to keep trying to make this guy work. Rawcore. Oh no, this is the other guy. You missed. All through smites, Mr. Theurging. Yeah. Got it. Yeah, call him again. He's not gonna be. Oh, now he helps. Okay. Eat me. Interesting. Open the grate. Only Sunfall has keys, but none of them are gonna work here yet. You know what? Let me test the teleported, the fast travel. We want to go to Urlasar. Urlasar. Ooh. Yep, it actually works. I assume the save is working here. If it isn't, that's a problem, but what can I do? I'm gonna stop the timer here. We did a good exploration for this stream. Another thing that really impresses you: with 1 kill, it said it doesn't fit. With 2, it says neither fit. With 3 Morgan, but it's gonna say none of them fit. Yeah, testing both keys also before that. Like it was different between testing 1 key and testing both keys as well. Like it's very impressive in general. Like there is a lot of care that goes into this game. I did say that it felt like a labor of love by those 2 guys. And I'm very impressed by the game so far. But with that said, I have stopped the timer and we should come back to this game tomorrow.